Hi everyone, it's Jeff here from Avada. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a help center with Avada. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up with all the latest videos like this one. And if you don't want to miss one, click the bell icon to get notifications of all new videos on our channel. Okay, let's begin. A help center is a separate section on your website for documentation and support, just like we have the help center on avada.com. But instead of going through our website, we have a pre-built that includes its own help center, so let's look at that. I've imported the business pre-built here, and if I go to this extra menu in the header, we can see it has a link to the help center. Okay, so that takes us to the business help center page. There is a section at the top with the title and a search bar, and in the content area, there are a few separate sections as we scroll down, all with different support content. Right at the bottom, there are some FAQs. And above that, there is a section with a couple of embedded videos. Above this, 3 images linked to the blog, home, and contact pages. But it's the first 2 sections that are of most interest here. The 4 items in the business learning zone are pages that are children of the help center. If I control-click on PC or command-click on Mac and open one of these in a new tab, we can see in the URL that it's a page under the help center. And there's a link here back to the help center. You could have as many pages as you need like this. If we come back to the help center, we can see the top section with the 3 topics. If I click on one of those links, we come to a documentation post, and we can see that in the URL. But unlike the help center pages, this is not a child page of the documentation page. Indeed, if I remove the post name from the URL, we can see that there isn't a documentation page at all in this pre-built. And if we go to pages from the WordPress sidebar, we will not find the documents here. We can see the 4 child pages of the help center, but not the documentation. These instead are found under the documentation link in the sidebar, and here we can see the separate documentation posts. So structurally, these are their own post type called documentation. Creating a custom post type is very easy to do. The designer used ACF to make it in this case, but many other plugins will also do the job. But it's a good way to separate your content, both for you and the end user. Here, through ACF, a post type was created, and a taxonomy of topics was added so that the documentation posts could be further sorted. Avada Layouts also plays a role in this. Let's go to Avada Layouts to see. Here we can see 2 relevant layouts, the Help Center layout and the Help Center Posts layout. In the conditions of the Help Center layout, the Help Center page itself, as well as the children of that specific page, have been added to the layout. The layout has no overriding header or footer, but it does have a Help Center page title bar, which we can also see is used in the Help Center Posts layout. That layout also has a content layout section, which is styling the content from the actual documentation posts. And as we can see in the conditions, this layout is used on all documentation. Let's just open this Help Center page title bar layout section to see why it's different. Okay, well for a start it has the title of Business Help Center, but if I open the search bar here, we can also see that the search results here are limited to the documentation post type. So anytime a user searches on any of the Help Center pages or documentation posts, they are just searching within the documentation. Cool. If we just go back to Layouts and edit the Content Layout section for the documentation, we can see it's very simple. Just a column with the link back to the Help Center and the title, and then under that the content element, pulling the actual documentation post content. So that's the basic structure of a Help Center. It's very similar to what we have at Avada. Here's our Help Center page, and if I open a document, you can see it's also under the custom post type of documentation. If I go back to documentation here, however, we also have a page with our doc categories. Okay, that's it for this video. If you want to make a help center, the information here should help you understand how it can be done. And if you download the Avada Business Prebuilt, you can take your time and analyze how it has been structured. Okay, this concludes our video on how to set up a help center with Avada. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up with all the latest videos. And if you have any questions or need assistance, please create a support ticket and our team will gladly assist you. As always, we want to thank you for choosing Avada.